And now we're at Lake Seminole for stop number 2, which is the following week right after. So we're jumping right into this tournament. And you know, the weather's setting up really good for this, so it's hoping to be a good derby, and excited to get after it again right away. But I'm still holding the throne. You'll never know till it's over. So pretty it hurts. Just beware of the thorns. You got a glimpse, and you can't resist, luring you in closer. Guess I got a jinx. You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. Got so much I need to cover.
Oh,
Dude.
oh.
Set them off.
Very good. Same one?
Yep. Redemption.
Congratulations.
Bigger than I thought. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. What do you want me to put her in as?
3 pounds.
You want me to send pictures in? I normally do, if you unless
Yeah.
you don't want me to. I got one already, so yeah. I just didn't want to.
Oh, good.
Some guys.
Enough.
Not a big one.
That's a good keeper. Yeah.
Until I'm getting older, I can't read my phone with my sunglasses on.
Now you can put a 1.5 pounds on.
He didn't react to the other one at all, huh? That is funny. Did he finish? Pounds. Number 5. Yeah, I was reading, I guess, when the hurricane blew through, like in 2019, it actually took a lot of the vegetation away. Like I was able to see it. That's a bonus! I love it.
What the?
Now, I think you get to count the weeds as well. That was about an extra 2 pounds of landing.
Holy shit. Not even a bad one.
Yeah.
Solid 2.5.
Cool. I was looking at your rod tip and it was, you know, popping a little bit.
Yeah.
God, that does look like there's something in the middle of those weeds.
Jesus. I'll take that. Let's see.
Maybe one of them that's like
How big?
about 1.5. In fact, my hunch is, if I remember right, it's up to 4.
There is a freaking submarine up there.
That, you know, the one that stands out, yeah.
backside of the dock?
Yeah, should help, yeah.
I think there's still a 1.5 pounder in there. This is like 4 or 2.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely helps.
Like 12.5.
Not bad. I think I didn't weigh him, but probably around there.
Jay Secure, 5 fish here today, 14 pounds even. Puts him in 43rd place currently. For the Elite Series champion, the youngest Elite Series champion ever, and holds the all-time record, the biggest winning weight of smallmouth bass. So Jay, 14, happy with that?
Very happy with that. Ready to catch it tomorrow and get out there. Like to say hi to everybody watching at home, and the lodging we've had this week's been incredible as well.
I was wondering. That's great to hear. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Last day of practice, going to this pocket. So I'm going to start there for the tournament, right? I'm about 92 or whatever I was. I'm like, oh, the canal going in there looks like it got a little bit muddy. So I was like, I mean, this could be something. There could be some boats in here. I mean, the pocket's tiny, and there was just bedfish all around the, like, it was just like a circle. And I get in there, and there's 4 boats. 4 boats in one tiny pocket. And I was like the 5th boat in there. So I went in, looked around. Everybody was looking at each other, and I turned around and I drove out. So that's how my starting spot went this morning. And then I drove all the way to my first bedfish that I had marked. It was like a nice, what I thought was like a 3-pounder. And pull up to it, yep. There he is. Start getting him worked up. Finally bites, set the hook. Get him right to the boat. Comes off. I'm like, oh God. And I, knowing too, like where everybody was fishing, like I knew I was only gonna have limited opportunities. So I'm like, hopefully that fish had a short memory. Well, I ended up catching her like 10 minutes later. I sat there. Turns out it ended up being like a 4-pounder. So that really saved the day. And then after that, we scrambled around and caught some of our other bedfish we had marked. Found a couple new ones that, there's one big one that I saw today that was not ready, wouldn't really stay put. So hopefully tomorrow, that's about a 5-pounder. And then, you know, I just got some R2s and maybe a couple 3s that I found late, but they just weren't ready to be caught yet. So hopefully tonight they'll get right and I can go in there and catch them tomorrow and make the cut. That's the goal anyways. So might change up a little bit, but for the most part, stick to the same game plan, just fish for some new fish. And yeah, that's the goals for tomorrow.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
There's the male.
That's the male. Cheryl Giant. But keeper size bass. 12 ounces.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Pound and 3/4 probably. Yeah. Well, we got 3. About 8 ouncer.
14 pounds even yesterday.
A little smaller.
Little smaller today. He said 5 fish, 10 pounds, 15 ounces, gives you 24.15, and I don't know if it's enough to go fishing this weekend.
I don't know. I personally don't think it's enough. I figured I needed about 13 pounds today, but I'm still happy with it. I mean, after the practice I had, it was horrible. This is my first time on Seminole, so it was pretty intimidating. You know, getting to all these crazy places, hitting 90 stumps just to go to this sandbar is a little bit different than back home in Wisconsin. And I did not find any smallmouth out there, for anybody wondering. No smallmouth were found, but I'll take it.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at the Classic. You don't make the cut.
Well, here we are on the shores of Lake Seminole, not on Lake Seminole. We ended up, I believe, 72nd in this tournament, which, waking up on Saturday and not being able to fish the cut, obviously I was pretty disappointed. I mean, I felt like this was a tournament that it wasn't necessarily in my complete wheelhouse, but I felt like I could have a good finish just because the fish were pulling up. And, you know, I love to sight fish and do things like that. And honestly, I never just really found an area that I got comfortable in and had good fish. That's kind of what it comes down to out here. I mean, the guys you're seeing today fishing, you know, they're not running, 10 spots in a day. They're kind of just hunkering down and doing their deal in one little area. And that's just something I never really figured out in practice, and, never really evolved in the tournament, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But nevertheless, I mean, a 72nd place finish isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, you take it, we got 100+ guys. I had a good finish last week at Okeechobee, so it kind of evens out my points, and I'm still in the cut for the Classic as of right now. So I'm extremely happy with where I'm sitting. There's still 7 more tournaments left in the year, 8 if you include the Classic, but there's no points there. So that'll be the next big video you guys see will be at the Bassmaster Classic, my first ever Bassmaster Classic. So I'm extremely excited about that and ready to get that rolling, and we'll see you guys in Knoxville, Tennessee.